Hello everyone and welcome to the Battlecraft MC, the only server full of comedy gold duck. Sorry, I had to take a phone call from my mom. She said she's very disappointed with me for that joke. Anyway, hello everyone. I have a lot to show you today because I've been secretly working away at our village. You can see some new buildings down there. Secret stuff. I've been kind of trying to finish off some stuff in at least this portion of the village. And I will show you how all of that went in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to flow over to our farm district, industrial district over here. Because I know Callie has been really hard at work. I mean, just look at this place. This place is looking 10 times better than before. It really puts my terrible farms into perspective, doesn't it? Look how ugly all this stuff is. And actually one of the reasons I'm here is I wanted to help out a bit by taking down our iron farm. That farm has served us well, but undoubtedly it's making the place look a bit ugly and it has to go. And there we go, our friend Zombro is dead. I am sorry friend, but I don't really see any way out for you from this situation. I mean, I could boat you down, but what am I going to do with you after that? So I'll let fate decide. If you survive, oh okay, well I was going to say if you survive you're free to go. You didn't survive. Oh, there goes one. Goodbye friends. I actually feel pretty bad about that. I realise it's just pixels on the screen, but I don't know, that felt a bit cruel. And I believe we are basically done. We are going to be making another iron farm, just a bit smaller and a bit more hidden away. More aesthetically pleasing overall, let's say. It's actually quite weird looking at this without the iron farm. I've grown so used to it being there. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Thanks for doing that. Wow, look at that.
No worries. I mean, to be honest, it was on, sight for sore eyes for a while.
Yeah.
It's definitely good that it's gone.
I was trying to figure out, is there a way that I can hide that in a building? And I'm like, it's going to look like a really weird building.
So in the Vault Hunter series I was just finished, I basically made an enormous tuning fork. And it fit quite well within my base, but it wouldn't necessarily fit in this one, I don't think.
I was struggling a little bit with the Villager Trading Hall because clearly we're not going to move that because that would be whatever. But in my head, I was like, the buildings need to be up a level. And so last night I was like working around here and I thought of this retaining wall idea. And I'm like, wait, we can just pretend that this is on the actual dockside itself, fully in the ocean or whatever. And then we can raise everything else up. Yeah, let's do that.
It's like a trading hall, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. And you'd have like a market on the dockside. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks for somehow making my horrible build from the start looking like it actually fits within the landscape. Like it's an impressive piece of work that you've done.
Yeah, it's looking good. I like it.
I've got a question for you. So that horrific farm that's over there that I made. So what do you feel about that?
It's why I built the ship, to try and hide it a little bit.
It is pretty bad. Again, I kind of imagine this being like just an area we just kind of abandoned and just left it for farms. But now you're making it pretty. It just does not fit in at all.
It doesn't. And I'm trying to think what else type of because I use a lot of the gunpowder there, and I don't know how many other people use it. Yeah. For rockets and that kind of thing.
Yeah, we do need a gunpowder farm, I think. I don't think we can just get rid of it. I don't know if there's a create way of doing it which is easier and smaller than that. I'm not entirely sure. But I am not against taking that down if we can find some alternative. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of creeper farms that I built. Of course there's the cat one, but that one is not as good as this one.
Yeah.
Even though it's smaller.
I know you can do this underground. I have seen people do it
You can do it underground.
Yeah, I'll have to work out how that actually works. I'm not entirely sure on the...
Yeah. Is the biggest thing with the underground one is...
You have to light everything up.
You have to light all the caves up and make sure it's spawn proof.
Yeah, that is an issue. Yeah, I feel it is quite a bit of an undertaking. But I mean, if some of us work together on it, I'm sure we can get it done. It's not the end of the world. I'll have a look in case I can find some design that you know, it's just like 4 blocks and it works or something. I don't know. There may be something in Create that just allows you to do it really easily.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
But cool. So that area is going to be completely revolutionized very, very soon. And I'm definitely going to be trying to think of an alternative for that gunpowder farm, because it is a bit ugly at the moment. And I think the only way around that is to rip it out. But before we work on any new big projects, I want to show you the progress I've made on our base. Starting off with a time lapse of our new building constructions. Let's go! So let's have a quick look at these new buildings. They are looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with them, very diverse, but they do kind of all fit together. I especially like this one here with the combination of different woods. I think it works very well. Now you may notice that as well as these buildings, I've added in a whole load of new decorations throughout this part of the village. I was feeling like the buildings weren't really sitting in well with the landscape, so I've gone in and added a whole load of roads, lampposts, all kinds of other stuff to make it really feel like a village. So let me give you a bit of a tour. I've added in a lot of trees. I really like the azalea trees, and I think they fit in quite well with this landscape. And I've done this road. I'm still a bit unsure about the road. I'm tinkering with it. I think it kind of does work. They do is it's a bit of like a muddy road. It's not like a proper street, because this is more of a medieval village. At least that's what I have in my mind. I've added in this banner here, which I think is pretty cool. These lights throughout the entire place, which makes sure stuff doesn't spawn here. A little bit of a bench. I think these walls also really help to tie in where the streets are, and I've even added in a little garden to this house here with a wall around the back. I've even gone behind all of these buildings and added in some deep slate, which are kind of like the foundations of this build. I find that often with Minecraft builds, if you just put them within like a load of grass, for example, a little stone, they don't really feel like they have been actually there for a while. And I feel like adding kind of this layer all the way around it makes it feel like it's a bit more solid, a bit more placed there. Now I've only done this section here. I haven't done any of the other sections. You can see up here, it's still very much a path. And actually walking around here, it does feel a lot less complete than down there. So I feel like we are doing a good job. Now there's a few more things I'm going to be adding. I'm going to add a boat here or some kind of ship here. I'm going to be adding in obviously all of the pathway up there as well and all the way around my base. But not today. I've done a lot of building of houses in the last week or so. So let's do some Pokemon related stuff. In the last few episodes we've been trying to collect all the Gen 1 Pokemon, and we're not doing too badly. We've actually filled in quite a lot of the Pokedex, especially considering some of the Pokemon aren't even out yet. But we have slightly been cheating, as in I've been putting in stuff that isn't evolved yet but has the potential to evolve into certain Pokemon. So this Caterpie is here because it's going to eventually become a Metapod. This Pidgey is here because it'll become a Pidgeot, and so on and so forth. So I thought what we could do today is grab some of these missing evolutions and actually evolve them. It's quite funny, even just picking them up means that some of them are now ready to evolve. So this may be a fairly quick process. So Caterpie can already evolve, so let's evolve it to Metapod. Pidgey can evolve into Pidgeotto, but we do need to evolve into Pidgeot, so it still needs a bit more levels. Krabby can evolve into Kingler. Oh, we can also just evolve this Cubone into Marowak. So it turns out that the baby Pokemon do evolve into their respective counterparts, but it's through friendship. So Igglybuff is going to be following me around today. He's on an internship. Right, let's evolve some of my other Pokemon, like this Execute. Poison Powder. Yeah, poison him. Right, I've been grinding hard and I have a whole load of Pokemon ready to evolve. I'm not quite finished them all. I've got a few that still need a bit of training. So we definitely have Pidgeotto we can evolve. We're going to do that now. There we go. We now got a Pidgeot. I was actually AFK at the Gunpowder Farm yesterday and I had Igglybuff and the pre-evolution of Snorlax, can't remember what the name is, with me because they needed to reach a certain level of friendship in order to evolve. So this Igglybuff here, as you can see, has now got 3, 6, 7 friendship hearts in me, which means it's ready to evolve into Jigglypuff. We also captured some Poliwags that we can evolve into Poliwhirl. Now some of these we're going to need stones for. I don't know if I got all the stones, but I know the Jigglypuff needs a Moonstone. We do have a Moonstone, excellent. And I know the Vulpix needs a Firestone. We also need a Water Stone. Okay, so we don't have any Water Stones, we don't have any Fire Stones. We do have a Moonstone though, so we can go to this Jigglypuff here. Take the Moonstone, right click. So that works. Oh, there we go, ready to evolve. So that should give us Wigglytuff. Do we have any Grass Stones, whatever they're called? Leaf Stone, that's what it's called. We do have one Leaf Stone. We are missing Fire Stones and we are missing Water Stones. So that's something we need to maybe concentrate on the next episode. Right, what else can we evolve? Let's see. We do have a Machoke we can evolve. This Ghastly can evolve into Hunter. We don't have enough to evolve the Voltorb, but we do have the Leaf Stone for the Execute. Oh yeah, the Machoke we need a link cable for. We need some chorus fruit, so let's quickly cook some of that up. Now in the meantime, let's evolve our Ghastly. Let's evolve our Elekid into Electabuzz. And our Magmy into Magmar. And a Munchlax, that's what they were called, into a Snorlax. Oh, that's quite a few. And seeing that we got the Leaf Stone, let's summon Execute and give them... Oh no, give them the Leaf Stone like that. So then we can evolve them into Executor. There we go. It's pretty cool. Right, we have enough for that linked cable now, which means we can evolve the Machoke like that. Evolve. Fantastic. Machamp. There have been a few of these running around our base as well, but I haven't seen them in a while. Right, and that's quite a lot of Pokemon evolved. That's looking a lot more complete for sure. Now we also have 1, 2, 3 Eevees, which are all ready to be evolved into their respective evolutions. Actually, do we have a Thunderstone? We do have a Thunderstone, so we can actually evolve at least one of them. So at the very least we can get ourselves... What's the Thunder one? Jolteon! Oh, that's pretty cool. I think next episode we're going to have to go on a bit of a stone search. But this is what our Pokédex is looking like for now. We actually have a good amount of Pokemon, I think. Look at this, almost complete. There's obviously quite a few rare ones that we are missing. There's legendary ones which we're not going to be able to get. But I have to say, our collection's coming along very nicely. But with that, unfortunately, it is the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.